I want to ask you a question, a very, very important question. Who is preparing breakfast for you? Who has the fish and the fire prepared for you? Jesus said to his disciples, come and have breakfast. There are certain things that you want to do in life that you cannot prepare by yourself. You need God to prepare you first. God's preparation comes first before any other preparation. I don't know who you are, but I know this message is for somebody. Have you been struggling with certain things in your life? Remember the disciples, they were struggling to catch fish, but when Jesus told them, cast your net into the right side of the sea, their story changed. I don't know what you are struggling with, but it could just be that you have been preparing all by yourself. You cannot prepare by yourself, but for you to receive a breakthrough, you have to allow God himself to prepare you. And that very thing that you are struggling with will become very easy. You will begin to walk into it with ease. You may not know where God is taking you to. You may not know where God is leading you to. You may not know how things are going to work. Sometimes when God tells you certain things, it may not make sense to you, but it is the right thing to do. And your life will never be filled with regret. Every form of struggle in your life concerning the things that you want to do, the struggle ends in the name of Jesus. Look, when you spend time in the presence of God, he reveals himself to you. If you walk with the perfect God, your life will begin to gain some level of perfection. God told Abraham, walk before me and be ye perfect. The only way your life can attain a certain level of perfection is if you walk before God, if you spend time with him. You cannot walk with the wise and not be wise. Do you know the characteristics of God? If you spend time with God, everything about God, you begin to learn from him. You begin to learn from his personality. You begin to learn from his character. I wake up every night. I will spend hours in the presence of God. Everybody is sleeping, but I am awake. Sometimes God himself has to tell me, you've been here enough. You need to go and sleep. You have a husband to take care of. You have children to take care of. When I submitted myself to God's preparation, light began to flood into my life. Everyday life could be so busy, but you've got to make time for the things you love. If you love God, you've got to make time for him. If you love his word, you've got to make time to study his word. If you love his name, you've got to take time to worship his name and lift his name on high. You can't just say you love God and just sit there and do not spend time with him. You spend time with somebody you love. Everything that you need is in the presence of God. You've got to allow him to prepare you.